Hi, I'm Mike Kjera. I'm running for the Cass County Sheriff's position in Cass County, North Dakota.
What are the most important issues in your race?
In my race, the most important issues I feel, and I believe it is the most important issue, is the opioid crisis that we're having right now. Just last night, the president spoke on national TV talking about the opioid crisis that's going on. And it's not only nationwide, it's also right here in our county. We've had numerous many overdoses, and there's been, unfortunately, a few deaths in regards to the opioid crisis here in Cass County. What I would like to see happen is, obviously, the answer to people that are addicted to opioids and this sort of thing isn't jail. I mean, they have to be, you have to have some jail, of course, because you got to be responsible for your actions somewhat, but the main thing is you have to have some rehabilitation. And that rehabilitation, I feel the best place to do that is if they're already in the jail and they're in the system and they're not doing much of anything else all day long, hopefully they would be willing to at least take a look at some sort of programs that are set up in the jail. And if they would do that, hopefully it would catch them a little bit, so they would continue to get into rehab, talk to counselors, this sort of thing. And obviously it's not going to work for everybody, because some people just aren't going to want to do it. But I do believe that we will be able to save a few people that want to do it. And I'm also big into second chances. So the people that come through and they do partake in the program, and then they leave, but we also have to have a support group after they leave. And it's a lot to work out, but it can be done. So if these people that didn't partake first time and they all of a sudden they go back out in the community and they get in trouble again, they get back in the jail, well, here comes the second chance. Hopefully they'll take that second chance and that program will be offered to them again. And then hopefully at that point they'll take that program and run with it, and hopefully it takes care of them, because it's not just their problem or our problem, it's everyone's problem. You know, I want to basically call them a victim because they're addicted to a drug, and drugs, even alcohol, but also affects their family and then the community, because ultimately the community is paying their bill in the jail, and for a lot of the people, we're going to be paying their medical expenses as well.
Are there any other issues that you feel are important in your race?
Well, the mental health, of course, is a huge issue. And with mental health and the opioid crisis, sometimes it's hard to distinguish between the two. Because sometimes you may look at a person and think that guy is definitely on something, but he could be schizophrenic, he could be a lot of things. So you have to just not assume all the time that someone's on some type of opioid or some type of a drug where they could possibly be schizophrenic and have other issues besides the opioids.
Okay. What differentiates you from your opponent, and why should someone vote for you?
There's many things that differentiates me from my opponent. One is I'm older than him. I've been in law enforcement longer than him. I've been in law enforcement for 28 years. I also have 2 small businesses which I run successfully, all during holding a full-time job. And in those jobs or in those businesses I run, I'm big into giving people second chances. And I've given people, and one of the businesses I run is housing, apartment homes, and the majority of my people that I rent to need a second chance, and most of them appreciate it, and they don't wreck it. By wrecking, I mean they do what they say they're going to do, and everything usually works out, but sometimes it doesn't work out. And I'm also I'm the guy. I'm honestly caring about people, and I guess I'll be the sheriff that cares. And I'm not going to be the guy who's sitting behind a door in an office somewhere. I will be the guy that's out there. I've always been out there. In my 28 years as a police officer in Fargo, I've always been on patrol. I've always been out where the action is. And I've seen everything from suicides to a person having a baby. So I've seen the whole realm, and that's where I plan on being and at the Sheriff's Department.